7 years. 7 years, Michael Arnold.
Have you ever cheated on someone you love? I have. Only met my birth father once. I was 28 and glad to see he had a full head of hair, even if it didn't work out for me. My dad adopted me when I was a toddler, and everything was great, until he started working later and later. Then he cheated on my mom, and they got divorced. He married his mistress, which made holidays fun. My mom and I then moved 12 times in 6 months. We spent one night in a trailer with no heat, no water, in Indiana in December. She got married and divorced 3 more times. And my childhood continued to be a soap opera. Drugs, drinking, fighting. I can still hear the screaming. More mistresses and watching my house burn to the ground to pick gambling pens. I can remember sitting in a car and my mom handing me a baseball bat and telling me, hit him if he hits me. I was 10. I realized right there and then I would never let my kids do that. So when I married my high school sweetheart, we agreed the only way out of our marriage was in a box. But then I started working later and spending more time traveling than at home. For 18 months, I spent more time with my Japanese coordinator than my wife. Then more projects, later nights, and even the nights where I didn't bother to come home. And the bad thing was she knew I was cheating. It starts with little things, like missing an anniversary or a birthday. Then it becomes a habit, and you start asking them to carry a load that's just too much, and they're like, hey. We sat down to talk, and she said, even when you're home, you're not really home. As I looked down at the laptop in front of me, I realized she was right. I promised to be better, but I quickly fell back into my old habits because it's easy to ask for forgiveness when it's your job to do whatever it takes. So we agreed to help our marriage by going on a marriage retreat. The day of the marriage retreat, we had a major customer issue. They sent someone to our plant, and he said, we're not going home until we fix this. We stayed at the plant until 2 a.m. I went home, and we drove to the retreat, getting in about 4 a.m. We slept through Saturday morning, met everyone else for lunch in the afternoon session, which I had to leave halfway through for, you guessed it, a customer call. We ate dinner and washed each other's feet, which was still more work for her than it was for me. The next morning, we had breakfast. I again was interrupted by another customer call. At the end, they gave away door prizes, including Andy Stanley's book, Choosing to Cheat, about how we choose to cheat on the ones we love for work. Luckily, God was watching out for me because my name was drawn. And everybody said they would have given me that book if they had won. I read the book and realized I had to change my behavior, and only I could do it. And I did do better, taking care of myself and the relationship with my wife and kids. But I hate to admit, I have cheated on my wife and kids since then, for years at a time. It took my arm and my tongue going numb and my vision going blurry, and 4 days in the hospital for me to realize I had to give up my dream job for a bad company that didn't care about me or my family. So why am I here telling you guys about this? Because you only have 7 years to spend doing what you want to do. You spend 6 to 8 hours every day sleeping, 1 to 2 hours yelling at the slow guy in the fast lane, 8 to 10 to 12 hours trying to make your boss look good, like there's really enough time for that. 1 to 2 hours eating and drinking, 2 to 8 to 12 hours binging Netflix, and watching too many cat videos on Facebook. This all adds up to only having 7 years to do what you want to do with the ones you love. When you get to be my age, you've wasted half that. Stop cheating before it's too late. Don't waste another second on things that don't matter to you or the ones you love.